मेरी नजर से तुम देखो गद्दार नजर वो आए।
स्टैंड-अप कॉमेडियन कुणाल कामरा का कमेंट बड़ा सियासी मुद्दा बन गया।
He's been asked to appear before the police on March 31st, essentially being given about 3 days' time.
आज कॉमेडियन कुणाल कामरा को लेकर महाराष्ट्र में पूरे दिन हंगामा मचता रहा है।
सीएम एकनाथ शिंदे पर विवादित कमेंट करने वाले कामरा को अब बुलडोजर का खतरा सता रहा है।
हाँ जी, तो टाइटल और थंबनेल देख के आपको पता ही चल गया होगा कि आज हम किस बारे में बात करने वाले हैं। तो बिफोर आई स्टार्ट आई जस्ट वांट टू एड्रेस दैट दिस वीडियो इज गोइंग टू बी इन इंग्लिश। आई डोंट नो व्हाई, बट ये वीडियो थोड़ी अलग होने वाली है, दैट्स व्हाई इट विल प्रीडोमिनेंटली बी इन इंग्लिश। तो ठीक है, शुरू करते हैं। Today we are diving deep into something that has been the talk of town since a while now, the Kunal Kamra controversy. Now, if you haven't heard, another comedian's video has set fire on the internet, and we are going to dissect all of this. But more importantly, we are going to talk about how freedom of speech works or doesn't work in India, and how things are just stupid. And no, I'm not talking about a person being stupid. I'm calling the whole situation stupid. I am talking about the infrastructural damage and the loss of somebody who's not involved, stupid, and all the unnecessary noise we create around jokes and comedians. That is stupid. Okay, so Kunal Kamra recently performed a satirical song where he called Eknath Shinde, Maharashtra's deputy CM, as a gaddar, a traitor, because he changed political parties in 2022. After a video of the performance went online, around 20 के करीब लोग गए हैबिटेट में और वहाँ पे चीज़ों को तोड़ने लगे. They started vandalizing the club, breaking chairs, tearing up posters, and creating a chaos. The police arrested 10 people, I think more than 10 people, out of which one was a Shiv Sena youth leader. What's more, authorities started breaking down a part of the Habitat Comedy Club, claiming that it has been illegally constructed. Well, the club is now temporarily closed. Kamra, standing by his right to political satire, has refused to apologize and says that as far as I know, it is not illegal to poke fun at our politicians and the circus that our political system is. This incident raises serious questions about freedom of speech in India. Why does a comedian face so much backlash for a joke, while politicians with serious allegations continue their work without issues and make money? Not long ago, the comedy show India's Got Talent, hosted by Samay Raina, also faced some similar backlash. During an episode, YouTuber Ranveer Alabadia, known as Beer Biceps, made a controversial remark involving a contestant's or an audience member's parents. The comment didn't sit well with many viewers, leading to widespread backlash. The episode also featured content creators like Apurva Makhija, also known as the Rebel Kid, and Ashish Chanchlani. ये इशू इतना ज़्यादा एस्केलेट हो गया कि पुलिस FIRs हो गई, पार्लियामेंट में इसकी डिस्कशन चल रही है और इतना प्रेशर फेस किया समय रैना ने that he had to remove all the videos of India's Got Talent from YouTube. Which brings me to media's obsession with sensationalism. While this controversy unfolded, mainstream media dedicated all its primetime slots to this controversy. 8 से 9 बजे का जो प्राइम टाइम न्यूज़ का टाइम होता है, उसमें हम ये बैठ के देख रहे हैं कि समय रैना ने किस तरीके से क्या बोला और रणवीर अलाबादिया ने कैसे हमारी हिंदू संस्कृति को इंसल्ट किया है. And how today's comedians and these comedy clubs are ruining today's youth. The Indian youth. Anchors debated the morality of the comment that was made. Panel discussions हो रहे थे. And the story was dominating the headlines. Which brings me to my next point. कि क्या ये इतना ज़रूरी था? ज़रूरी था? Was it so important that we do not talk about the real issues that were happening? Or did the mainstream media use it to distract us from those exact very prominent issues that India still has? As an Indian, I don't think that all our problems have been solved, that we have electricity everywhere, we have food everywhere, we have clean water everywhere, that we have to sit and talk about comedians making joke in parliament. While the parliament was busy discussing, that this comedian has said this and is this allowed? Can we allow this? देश में ये सब हो रहा है. Infrastructure. India में आज भी there are so many places where there are no proper roads. Okay, there's unreliable electricity and there is poor sanitation. Education. Numerous schools lack qualified teachers and essential resources, hindering the quality of education and directly impacting the development of our youth. Healthcare. Public hospitals often face underfunding, and overcrowding, directly affecting patients, who could be our youth. These are the challenges that affect everybody on a daily basis, yet they struggle to find a prime time slot in our mainstream media. Well, while I was researching, it made me curious कि ऐसा क्यों है? Why does media focus on such sensational news and not talk about real issues? Let's dissect it. There are 3 to 4 major reasons why this happens. Audience engagement. Sensational news gets you eyeballs, and eyeballs are the new currency. So, sensational stories attract higher viewership, leading to increased ratings and eventually advertising revenue. A study analyzing the front page priorities of leading newspapers found a trend towards sensationalism to capture the reader's attention. Digital dynamic. With the rise of digital media, there's intense competition to capture eyeballs, leading outlets to prioritize click-worthy content instead of in-depth reporting. The Reuters Institution's digital report highlights that India is one of the strongest mobile-focused markets, with 73% accessing news through smartphones, influencing media outlets to tailor their content accordingly. Third, economic pressure. Media houses driven by profit motives may prioritize stories that are more likely to go viral and are cheaper to produce, sidelining investigative journalism that requires more resources. However, it is important to recognize that media consumption is a two-way street. As consumers, हमारे preferences shape करते हैं कि news वाले क्या दिखाएं. When we click on sensational stories and overlook detailed reports on pressing issues, we are indirectly telling our media houses to produce more and more content that is sensational instead of talking about the real issues. Which brings me to the double standards of Indian audiences. This is where the irony deepens. एक क्रिकेट मैच जो एक छोटे से छोटा बच्चा और बड़े से बड़े दादाजी देखते हैं, उसमें जब प्लेयर्स अब्यूसिव लैंग्वेज यूज करते हैं और गाली देते हैं, उस पे कोई आउटरेज नहीं होता है और ऐसे इंसिडेंसेस को साइडलाइन कर दिया जाता है और ब्रश अवे कर दिया जाता है ये कह के कि these were all heat of the moment actions. On the other hand, comedians who give proper disclaimers before their videos, before their performances, they face so much backlash for their trivial jokes. They receive threats, legal notices, and jail time. While comedians are being vilified over their joke, numerous politicians with serious criminal allegations continue to sit on their seats, earn money, and thrive. Reports indicate that a significant amount of leaders that are elected in India have faced charges ranging from corruption to more severe offences. Yet they remain in their positions of authority and dictate and decide and make decisions that affect millions. The stark contrast highlights a troubling inconsistency. A report in the Economic Times shows that how many leaders with criminal records are still in power, and the numbers are shocking. So let's talk about something more important here. Freedom of speech. It's one of those things that we take granted in a democracy, but yet it's constantly under threat. Whether it's Kamra, Samay Raina, Ranveer Allahabadiya, or anyone else who dares to make a joke about the powers that be, we need to understand one thing, that comedy by definition is supposed to push boundaries. Now, some of you might be thinking, "Aur ye bahut natural hai, that where do we draw the line?" Great question. The thing is, comedy and satire exist to challenge ideas. In countries like the US, freedom of speech and expression is so deeply engraved in their culture that it's actually a defense for comedians and artists. Take John Oliver or Trevor Noah, for example. These guys roast political figures every night and no one is burning down buildings because of it. But in India, we've got people losing their minds over a tweet or a comedy set. And yes, I understand that freedom of speech is not absolute. There are limitations around defamations and hate speech and national security. आप मुंह उठा के कुछ भी नहीं बोल सकते. But you cannot take joke out of a context and call people anti-nationalists, anti-nationals, or file FIRs against them. But when a comedian mocks a political figure, that is satire, not a national threat. And yet somehow we still have people throwing fits over it, burning buses over it, and I don't know, burning everything. We just love to burn things. The funny part in this is that we want to be like the West. We copy the West all the time. We copy their clothes, their music, even their slangs. But when it comes to free speech, that's where we draw the line. That's where we say, no. Our culture is different. Hamari sanskriti alag hai. We are not like them. In the end, this is the biggest joke. Right? We copy the West, but only the easy parts. We love free speech, but only when it suits us. And we punish comedians, but let actual criminals go free. Is this how we want our country to be? Should we focus on real problems? Or do we keep getting angry at comedians making harmless jokes and doing their jobs? In conclusion, these incidences draw light on a broader issue. which is the selective outrage and misplaced priorities that seem to dominate public discourse. While it's essential to hold individuals accountable for their actions, it is also equally important to ensure that our focus is on the right issues and have tangible effects on society. Let's ask ourselves, are we directing our attention and resources towards matters that really truly deserve them? Or are we allowing distractions to divert us from the path of meaningful progress? Thank you for joining me in this discussion. If this video resonates with you and what we talked about resonates with you, please consider liking the video, sharing it, and subscribing to the channel. Let's continue to question, reflect, and engage in conversations that truly matter. And remember, while humor has its place, our focus should always be on building a better, more equitable society for everyone. Thank you so much. थोड़ी ज़्यादा इंग्लिश झाड़ दी मैंने, but ठीक है. Bye.
हाय